For me, when I had established Janasena Party, it's a national service, not for personal recognition, not for power, but for change. A change which is needed in our society, in our country, which we always wanted. Though I came from small beginnings, I came from a lower middle class family, my pain was always about the society which I used to watch around. The pain, the kind of sufferings people used to go through. Nothing happened to me at a personal level. I never had a shortage of food, reasonably good schooling. But my pain was towards society. When I started gaining knowledge about the society around me, started reading, maybe looking at all our freedom fighters, reading their biographies. Somewhere I felt an immense urge, an intense urge, like to do something for the nation, to do something for some kind of contribution for the nation. This started at the age of 14. So like you, when I started getting into my teens, I was looking forward some kind of ideology which I would like to embrace. Look before you leap. So what kind of ideology would you lean into? What exactly should I embrace? I was understanding Marxism, I was understanding socialism, I was trying to understand capitalism. Especially when you're a kid growing up in the 80s, when you're a teenager in the 80s, there was quite a turbulent political atmosphere within India and around the world. Right from Punjab terrorism, Khalistan terrorism to LTT. Across the globe, there is still unified, Germany was divided, and apartheid was there in South Africa. So all these different political climates around, at a global level, the national level, really it drove me crazy. At one part, you look at the freedom fighters who had selflessly sacrificed their lives. And another way, always I was looking forward, the nation would be greater as every day passes by. Every day, I thought this is going to be another beautiful year next year. I was quite disappointed as a kid. At the way they looked at the corruption, the way they looked at the nepotism. It was quite disappointing for me. Always my desire was a commoner to be something, a commoner to stand for the oppressed. But the society around us, it is only the dynastic rule and everything really bothered me. So finally I became an actor. But the social consciousness never left out of me. I was quite keen. I was watching around, observing things around, reading a lot, absorbing a lot. But finally, when our state has been, Andhra Pradesh had been divided the way it got divided, and everything, I was looking at it, how the political leadership and everything, how conveniently it has become. The power politics really disturbed me. So instead of being an armchair thinker, I was thinking loud within myself, or contemplated for quite a time. I said, would I sit like everyone else, or would I come forward and do something? I thought, without any expectations, without seeking power, but I want to stand for the voice of the oppressed. I want to be the voice for the neglected. I want to be the voice who are really meek and helpless.
మీ సేన సామాన్యుల సేన మన భారతదేశపు సేన.
That's how I formed Janasena Party. So then from there onwards, I went on continuing. In 2014, I started the party. And I had lost my first election in 2019. Even I myself lost in both the places which I had contested. But that didn't stop me continuing my political journey. What must have made me to continue it is not for personal recognition. There is no ego in defeat. If you really love this nation, if you really care for our motherland, if you really care for the meek and helpless, nothing deters you. A defeat of any kind of defeat, nothing, it does not deter you. as a political party to get into the Sansad. But what made me to continue is, we are able to help. Being a party, we just had got one seat, still we are able to help people. Very recently, I would like to share a case with you. Around 4 years back, a 14-year-old girl in Kurnool, in the state of Andhra Pradesh, a student from residential school. One day she bid goodbye to her mom. Normally she would come back by the evening, but that day she didn't turn up. And this happened in 2015. Her mother got a call, receives a call from the school authorities, residential school authorities, saying that your daughter is not feeling well. Please, would you like to come and see? Please take her home. By the time she goes there, she's dead. And it was like as if she hung herself. That's what the school authorities says. And later they realized she was raped and she was killed. And justice was not done. And that mother, after I had such a colossal defeat in 2019 these elections, I was sitting in my office, I was handling my own failure, and this mother of that girl with her husband and when my youngest daughter, she comes and meets me. She shares her experience. It's like, Anna, this is what happened to my daughter. And everything is there, right from the certificates of she has been raped and everything, whatever has to be, the perpetrators has to be punished, but nothing had been done. Because they're powerful, case is not moving forward. If it is in cinema, it is like, it's quite a dramatic scene. You go, do justice in 2-3 minutes and come out. And you get money for that. But in real life, I felt so helpless, so painful to look at a wailing mother who lost her daughter. It was churning for me, like, my stomach was churning looking at her pain and agony. And people whom we have to fight against, they're very powerful people. Who has a lot of muscle, who has tons of money. Even for me, to fight against them was not an easy task. I told her, okay, I'll look into it. I don't know how to take it forward. Then I went ahead, slowly in 2-3 months, we gathered we gained some strength. We started addressing. And now, finally, a week back, we did a huge protest rally in our hometown called Kurnool. And we got the state government to make sure the case will be taken by CBI. For all these years, the previous regime neglected and the current regime neglected for a while. Now, it cannot be. They could not do it anymore. You know why? It's because if we are committed, if I would have needed a seat, if I would have wanted to be a Rajya Sabha member, if I wanted to be a parliamentarian, if I wanted to be an assembly, things would have been different. But my purpose here is to stand for the people who are oppressed and helpless. And as long as I'm committed to it, I'm fine even if I lose multiple times. But I will stand for this nation, I'll stand for the weak and needy. No matter what, don't come with a short-term plan. If you really want to be the change agents in politics, at least try to give at least a decade to 2 decades. I have committed myself at least 2.5 decades in 2014 that I would commit for my nation, I would commit for my motherland, that I will, whatever I'm capable of doing, I'll do it, irrespective of whatever that I'll gain or lose. I'm going to give 25 years of my life for the nation which gave me birth. I had visualized all this. I had visualized my own failure. I had visualized my own success. But very strongly I had visualized is, one day I will do my bit part to transform, to stand for this nation. And what inspired me, what gives me hope is, when I said 25 years of my life, what made me to say that statement is, I'm not working for these times. I'm working for the generations to come. I'm working for your generation. It would take me time. When I feel extremely depressed, when the truth is not going to win, that's what the real circumstances are. So at that time, I read these 4 lines. Samudram, ఒకటి కాళ్ళ దగ్గర కూర్చొని మనం తుఫాను గొంతు చిత్తం మారడం మెరగదు, పర్వతం ఎవడికి వంగి సలాం చేయదు. నేను పిడికిడి మట్టే కావచ్చు కానీ గొంతెత్తితే ఒక దేశపు జెండా కొనంత పొగరు.